Okay, we are doing another bag video. My last video was about bags as well. I don't know what's going on, but it seems like I'm doing a bag series, but it's not really planned. It just happens that my two contents are about bags. If you haven't seen that other video, it's about finding the perfect work tote, and I suggested a few bags, a few brands that you should check out if you're looking for the perfect work tote. But this video is about a brand that you've probably heard of, probably not. It's called Demellier. You've probably seen your favorite TikToker, influencer carry one of this bag or brand. It's kind of popular, so I fell for the not really fell for the hype. I was looking for bags and I came across this brand. I was like, oh, this is very. I've always heard of this brand, but I've never paid attention to them. So that caught my attention. I dug deep a little bit and I saw that they've got fantastic products for like really good price, and it's luxury. It's like a really nice luxury brand for like a really good price. So I said, I'm gonna treat myself. Treat yourself. Anyways, so I decided to buy one of the bags and I got the Vancouver one, the one that's pretty popular. I think this is one of the most popular brands and it's called most popular style, and it's called the Vancouver. This retails for £385. And it's made of real leather, sustainable leather, and it's smooth leather as well. I haven't really dug deep into like what the brand is about, but from what I've heard, I think they're a very sustainable brand. So if you are looking for a brand that is that's good and is sustainable and also does luxury stuff, you may want to consider Demellier. But I'm gonna get straight into this. Before I proceed, feel free to subscribe, guys. It's free. Okay, so let's get into it. The idea of this video is to just let you know, because this is like one of the most popular styles, like I said, to let you know if it's really worth it. Is it worth your coins? Is it worth £385? Because that's not as much as in comparison to other luxury brands. And other luxury prices, it's very low on that scale, but still I don't think £385 is cheap. It's still something that you probably want to think about before you invest your coins into it. So my job here is to let you know if this is worth it. I've had it for a month. When I first got it, I didn't really carry it much because it's not really my style. I think this kind of smart bag, it's not really my style, so it took me a little while to get into it and carry it every day. But now I think I've carried it a few more times and I can really come on here and tell you how I feel about this bag. So the first thing is it's a stunning bag. It's stunning. It's pretty. It's very classic, very chic. There isn't much going on, which is what I love about it. It is just a beautiful, easy black bag. If you're looking for something that's functional, that's everyday, that can elevate every style, every outfit in a very chic way, I think this is a good option for you. It is very similar to a lot of top brands, style that top brands do. For example, there's a Celine one. I can't remember what the Celine one is called, but I'll put a picture here. There's a Celine style of this that also this basically this style, but it's Celine version, and this is like a fraction of the price. So if you are kind of considering the Celine one and thinking if you want to invest that much money into it, I think this is a well, it's not quite Celine, but this is like a middle. This is another option for you. I love the massive contrast between the black and the gold. And just like this little detail is so pretty. It's just a very classic bag. It's not a trendy bag. It's something that you can carry for years and years and years to come. It's not going to go out of style. It's a good investment. And I think those are the top things that I love about this bag and how functional it is. It goes with every single thing. You can carry it to work. You can carry it out with the girls for brunch, for lunch. I wouldn't really carry this for a night, like a dinner time. But if it's a casual nighttime, just with friends, you can carry it. It is very, very functional and it's classic and chic. It is a good investment piece. If you don't want something that's gonna be dated, fantastic investment piece for the price as well. I think all of this is said in comparison to what you're actually paying, which is £385. It is absolutely worth it when we're looking at those things that I've just mentioned. Some of the good things about this bag as well is I love that you can adjust. I hate when the brands don't give you enough holes to adjust your bag to, because I feel like I don't like my bags really long. I like to be able to adjust it. So I love that they're giving you so many holes like to to basically choose the length that you want. I love that. And I also love that you can carry it not just as a crossbody. So it's a crossbody as well as a shoulder bag, which I love. I'm a shoulder girl. If this didn't have the shoulder option to carry it as a shoulder bag, I wouldn't have purchased it. It's the fact that I can carry it as a shoulder bag as well as a crossbody that's made me buy the bag. That's probably one of my top function about it that I enjoy. Another thing that I do like is the space. So it's got quite a bit of space, and it's also got two compartments. If you can see it, I'll show you closely. It's got two compartments in it and a zip in there as well. So there's a lot of space to put stuff, but the space is also quite organized because there's a little zip in there. You can arrange your things in a nice way and in a structured way, and also because it's a structured bag, things just kind of sit in it properly, unlike my Loewe that honestly is just a big mess. I love my Loewe, but I don't know, I'm not really comparing it because you can't really, they're completely different styles. But when it comes to like things being organized in your bag, I think this definitely wins. Again, I'm not comparing the Loewe to this. I'm just saying in terms of like just arranging your things in a bag. This gives me less anxiety than my Loewe one. Everything is just such a mess in that bag that I'm just like, oh. But yes, those are my top things about it. Let's just go to the cons, because you're like, girl, you said all these good things about this bag. What are the cons? The cons is it will get scratched. It is a bag that would easily get scratched. I mean, I haven't carried it that many times and there are already scratches. There's a scratch here. There's a few scratches. The hardware is still quite good, but if you look closely, there are a few scratches on there. I think the common thing about this bag and what everyone has kind of said about it is how easy it is to get scratched. I was actually talking to one of my colleagues the other day because she saw me carrying this bag. She's like, oh, I have this bag, but oh, girl, all of this part, she was telling me how all of this part of her bag is like scratched, is like now like just peeled off, just because I think they should have put like studs at the bottom of this, so when you do put it down, it doesn't scratch the leather. But because it doesn't have that, the leather basically will get scratched easily here, so you have to be super careful. But it is not a scratch proof because it's not grain leather, it's smooth leather, and you would expect that with smooth leather, really. So it will get scratched quite easily, which then kind of defeats the point of it being like a super investment piece, because at the end of the day, if you carry it for like a year, 2 years, and it's scratched all over and the sole part is scratched all over, it means you can't really carry it for years and years, let's be honest, because at some point it's not going to look cute anymore. So again, you can kind of weigh those pros and cons about it. What else don't I like about it? I don't like this. As much as I love the fact that this can do this, I also feel like it doesn't sit properly. It kind of falls off my shoulder a little bit sometimes. Like this part just kind of like, I don't know. I just feel like it's a little bit, I don't know. It's very, what is the word I'm looking for? It doesn't perfectly sit on your shoulder. I think sometimes it can be a little bit, it can fall off your shoulder a little bit, not, just, I don't know, just all over the place sometimes. And I just don't like that about a bag when it does that. But that's not a big thing. Just pop it back on your shoulder, really. It's not a massive thing. And another con that I don't like is, as much as there's quite a bit of space in this, it doesn't close easily. And I don't know if it's the one I got, but it always kind of pops open, especially if I put something here. So if I put something in this like first compartment bit, because there's two, so there's this part, I'll show you closely, and there's the bigger part. But if I put anything that's remotely big in this first part, like maybe a lip gloss and other things, it becomes quite difficult to close it, even though there's space in the other compartment. Does that make sense? It kind of pops open, so I can't just like rush and put my phone in it. Let's say I mistakenly pop my phone in this front bit, it just wouldn't close. And even sometimes there's nothing in this front bit, like there isn't much in this front bit, and it still pops open. So I don't know, I don't think the clasp, is that what it's called, clasp? I don't know, is that great. I think you can't just like close it and go. Sometimes you have to fiddle with it a little bit to close, which I think it's a little bit annoying considering the price you paid. But it may be just my experience. I haven't heard anyone say that, so it may be just me not paying attention to how it closes properly, or me probably just putting things in front when I shouldn't put that many things in front. Maybe I think to get the best and to not get that annoying thing, you just put your cards, maybe like your card holder in front and maybe something that's flat in front. So that way you just put the bulk of your stuff in the bigger compartment. It would probably avoid all that drama with closing it. I think those are my cons about this bag. What else don't I like? I think that's about it. I think it is worth your coins. I personally think it is worth your coins just because, as much as yes, it will get scratched, and as much as yes, there's annoying little bits about it that just isn't quite perfect. And like the closing thing for me, maybe it's also just a me problem. I think overall the bag is a beautiful bag. It is great value, and I'm a sucker for functionality. A bag that can just be functional, like that just fits into my lifestyle is a bag that I always would always lean towards and always probably invest in, because I don't like when a bag is just like for a certain time of the day. I want to be able to carry my bag throughout the day, and I think this bag is one that you can just fit into your lifestyle and it's not overcomplicated. So I think if you're considering it, I think it's worth your coins. Anyways, I hope this has helped you. If you are thinking of buying this bag, if you don't know about this brand, if you are in the market to buy any type of bag and you're doing your research, I hope this has helped you. I think this is one to consider. So, because I love this brand and I really want to have a lot of the pieces because they are really timeless, classic pieces, as well as the price and the quality is just a no-brainer for me. I think I'm gonna have a few of their bags in my collection, and so I went into the New Bond Street. I went to Browns in New Bond Street to try some of their bags on, to see some of the bags they have in person, because they have a few pieces, a nice collection from Demellier. So I tried some of those bags for you guys. So if you're not really after this style, which is a popular one, if you're kind of eyeing some of the other styles, maybe I've tried one of them for you. So here are some of the clips of the bags that I tried and I carried, because sometimes I just feel like it's easy to see. It's better to see someone carry it than just a picture on the website. So here are some of the styles they had in store that I carried for you guys, and hopefully it's useful if you're eyeing one of these pieces. I really hope this video has been useful for you, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.